We witnessed Desmond Bane find himself a new destination. And there's still been a lot of things being discussed around the Chicago Bulls and said players. And y'all know one of them is one of our own, Coby White. But the question on today's episode is, should the Chicago Bulls really be gauging the trade market for Coby White ahead of the NBA draft? We're going to talk about that, plus plenty of no. But you already know, you got to hear the music first.
Cognac gang.
Shot Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, C-Dub. What's the word?
What's the word, man? Let's get it on our way to 8K. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man.
We right there. So if y'all tuned in, hit that like button and subscribe. Hey, this weekend was cracking. I ain't gonna lie to you. Your boy was down for the count. Still feeling the effects. Nigga getting old. Still feeling it days later. I ain't gonna lie to you. But nonetheless, we got an old man in the house. Hey, he was definitely ducking the internet. It ain't even let us all know it was his birthday. Well, you know, we were drunk. I had to remember. Happy birthday to C-Dub. Celebrating another great year. And time to talk to Chicago Bulls. Man, C-Dub, we see my man's Desmond Bane go to Orlando for KCP, Cole Anthony, and pretty much 5 first-round picks. 4 first rounds and 1 swap in the first round. Big move for the Memphis Grizzlies and the Orlando Magic. And you know it means something a lot about Coby White. Here's why we talking about it. But just real quick before we get into that, what was your thoughts on the trade?
I was surprised that the Orlando Magic they took a real gamble right here. Like they kind of like mortgaging their foreseeable future right here with Desmond Bane, and I don't blame them. But it is a Hail Mary type gamble. Like we either get this right or we pretty much effed up for our foreseeable future in my eyes.
Yeah, I don't think nothing wrong with it. Me personally, I like the move for Orlando, and it kind of made sense for the Memphis Grizzlies. I think that those 4 first round picks is gonna be hefty. But the good thing is that they got Desmond Bane locked up for the time that those picks was gonna be given out, and I expect Paolo to continue to grow, Franz to continue to grow, and now you add on another player that you can run with that's gonna give you a lot of offense, especially from the 3-point line, because those other 2 guys previously mentioned are not great 3-point shooters. So he's going to be able to help, and we'll see what that do for the Orlando Magic. They definitely got big shoes to fill now, for real.
Yeah.
So
we're going to see, man. It's interesting, but I don't know if I would have pulled it, but hey, they know what they got to do down there in Orlando. Nobody wants to go there. So when they got a chance to pull the trigger on a deal that they feel really good about, they did it. So respect, but let's see though.
For sure. But hey, let's talk about one of our own, Coby White. There's been a lot of different trade talks going on in regards to Coby White, in regards to Lonzo Ball. His name has been resurfacing in some trade talks now as we getting closer and closer to the NBA draft. And Nikola Vucevic is one of those as well, especially with some other guys potentially coming here like Jonathan Kuminga. But in your evaluation, especially considering what Desmond Bane got, do you really feel, at least right now at this moment, that the Chicago Bulls should really be on the phones to move Coby White, engage in his trade market?
I think you do. You do it at just a responsible franchise, and in his contract situation, the ones that he have, you will be irresponsible not to see what's the interest for Coby White around the league. I could also see it the other way, and you can be perfectly content on getting Coby White back in the Chicago Bulls uniform for the foreseeable future with and waiting to free agency, and maybe you can lock him up. I don't know what the plan is. It's kind of a sticky situation with Coby White. Now, if you want to ask, would he warrant the type of deal that Desmond Bane got? Well, if you look at the numbers, you would have to say yes. The numbers are pretty much the same when you talk about points per game and assists per game. When they're talking about Coby White, Kobe at 20, Desmond Bane at 19, at 5 apiece, I think, for both of these guys with assists. They're pretty much the same player. Kobe White a little bit younger. I would think Kobe White can get the same deal, maybe even more with he was in the competition for most improved player a year ago. That stretch, February, March, April for Kobe White. So he definitely got, he might have a better resume than Desmond Bain does. So yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna say no. It ain't happening. But at least when it comes to that type of deal, no, I think it's too many factors that come into play with that.
Mhm.
Kobe White has played himself well to where you can garner something back, but I don't think nobody giving up for 4 first round picks, especially because he's not even locked up for the foreseeable future. That's a big caveat that plays into there as well. And plus, my man's Desmond Bain is a little bit more battle tested than Kobe White. And that's not to say that Coby White can't go out there and help a team thrive. It's just that with all those caveats in there, I think that Coby White could garner something, but it ain't getting. I don't think it's gonna be close to 4 first round picks for Coby White personally. But I think that the Chicago Bulls, you have to do your due diligence right now. But I think that depending on what your motto is or what your vision is moving forward on how you want to proceed with this team, everything should be on the table. That's not just Coby White. We talking about Lonzo. We talk about P. Will. If somebody want that motherfucker, I don't know. But you definitely gotta come to the terms on what you're gonna do rather sooner rather than later. Sooner rather than later, because we experienced this front office take their time with certain decisions and they come back to bite us in the ass. You know what I'm saying? The DeMar DeRozan stuff, the Zach LaVine stuff, and then you end up getting in negotiations to where teams absolutely know you have to move off some of these players and you don't really get a good return. So I think that you need to make a decision sooner rather than later. Like if you haven't approached Coby White on an extension to even know, they probably can't even sign it right now. I think it has to happen around July. But if y'all already got a feeling that he not signing that extension, you might have to just swing early, even though
True.
that's not what I necessarily want to do.
And what I'm getting out of your logic for this is number one, leverage. And leverage is no matter of fact, not even leverage
That's
aside.
number one,
I would
leverage.
say I would say that the Chicago that getting a deal like that for Kobe White, the Chicago Bulls have the leverage in that area just because of the deal that Desmond Bain just received. I would think they would have leverage right now because of that deal. And number two, I think that you're going with experience in big time games, i.e., playoffs. That's what you're going like. That's what you were saying with Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
That's the difference between him and Kobe White. But I would say that that playoff experience is really worth shit because he didn't get very far in the playoffs, even though you really can't take it away because he actually played in
You
the
can't take it
playoffs.
away. I don't
You
even
know,
know how
we
you
played
gonna
it.
say
We
that
play,
against one of the Bulls to get
but it
waxed in
ain't worth
these
shit
playoffs
if
right
you
now.
steady
It's
getting
worth something, bro.
what if you steady getting your ass with what you learning if you
Bro, they was
continuously
getting
getting your ass
spanked by the Golden
spanked?
State Warriors. What
I
the
mean, what
fuck?
are you learning then? What are you learning? I mean,
How you supposed to carry yourself into the playoffs? These guys on our team, they don't know how to carry themselves throughout a successful playoff series right now.
but
None
they
of them.
that yeah, but hasn't Bane haven't had a successful playoff season. I'm not sure if they even won a playoff series while he's been there.
They beat a Golden State Warriors game in the play-in. Whoop de doo.
That don't count. You just have
Hey,
to
I just
think
said
that
whoop de doo. I just
that
said
don't
whoop de
count.
doo. But they had some intense battles with a championship level team and they didn't get their ass waxed. They just got sent home.
Same thing. That's like the Bulls. They got their ass sent
That's
home and
not
they won
the same
playoff
thing.
series. It
Just
is the
that's
same
the same
thing.
thing. No, it's not. These
You
motherfuckers
win or
got
lose.
home. These motherfuckers got sent home in a sudden death match. These are those guys over there with Desmond Bain at least knew what was required going on the road, playing the opposing team, and then coming back down in a deficit after losing a couple games on the road and know how you have to carry yourself throughout a series. These kids don't know. Our kids don't know nothing.
That's just not
That's you
fair.
homing, man.
That's not me. I'm just saying that Kobe can get this. They the same player. They on the same level. Like ain't no difference when you say
I
Desmond
think
Bane.
no,
Kobe White. A
the
matter of
reason
fact, if you ask me to make a choice between the two, I'm taking
we know
Kobe
what
White 10 out of 10.
we know what you gonna say.
I would think everybody with any type of basketball acumen would say they taking Kobe White
Not
10 out of 10.
everybody will believe that.
You taking Kobe White 10 out of 10.
No, 4
Okay.
out of 10.
Get out of here. You just said that just to
I'm
be
dead ass. I'm
just to
dead
be
ass. I know what I'm getting.
Kobe White's a better player than
Look, I,
Desmond
I
Bane.
I I could concede that these guys are not too far off from each other, but I told you the biggest caveat when you talk about Desmond Bane and Coby White is the contract that they're on. Your 4th round picks that you gave up for Desmond Bane, he's going to be on a contract for the 4 years in
Who's the better
Orlando.
player?
What?
Who's the better player?
Desmond Bane.
Why is he the better player?
I got the guy that's good. I got the guy that actually hit big shots in moments and playoff moments. He hit some big shots before. Coby White, come on, man. Don't make me do this, bro.
And play in? Like what has he
Don't make
done in
me
the
do this.
playoffs? What has Desmond Bane
Don't
done in the
make me do
playoffs
this.
and not regular
This
season?
man held when Ja Morant was been out for these last 3 years. Desmond Bane has been there.
What is it? Okay. Because Kobe White has been there during the regular season too. You admit to that, right? For that last half of the season, and even the year before the last half of the season, right?
What are you saying before season? Half.
But
Come
he's
on,
been
bro.
there, right?
Come
And
on,
led the
bro.
team,
Why
right?
you
Why you
making
got
me
to
do
try to
this?
chop up my
Why
argument?
you making
Just
me do
answer the
this?
question.
Why?
Yeah, I know, man. Kobe White
No,
better than Bane, bro. He is. He younger, more explosive, but more tools in his toolbox.
bro. You
He's a
can have
better
all
player.
the most. It don't matter, bro. You can have the biggest bag and still not be the most impactful, bro. Like I said, it's not a crazy gap between these guys. When you say in that same area, yes. But I told you the biggest caveat is contract. Nobody's trading four first for Coby White, and he might walk.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I
You
just
know what I'm
told you
saying?
that 3 times.
But
That's the
but
third
but
time
but
now.
you can sign and trade Kobe White.
He not signing a deal. You know that.
I know he ain't. No, he's not.
You know that. But my next question is, who on the Chicago Bulls got the most value in any trade talks right now?
Vooch. I think Vooch does.
He got more.
Uh,
He got more trade value than Lonzo.
yeah.
Hell no.
It's a
You know how
20
crazy that sound?
that don't sound crazy. It's a 20 million dollar contract, 18 and 11. He fits a need of what a lot of teams need, a five that can stretch the floor and get rebounds.
You want to know how I know you lying?
How?
And the only reason you only saying Vooch is because how bad you want him gone. This your own agenda getting in the way of being logical right now.
What?
When have we ever heard a rumor that somebody was offering a first for Vooch?
But
we
you
ain't heard. We
that
heard
that
several
wasn't the
rumors.
question though. That wasn't even a
We said
question though.
most trade value.
And I said Vooch.
I can't believe you right now.
Vooch can get us a Jonathan Kaminga, bro.
I don't think that. I think that's just based off they want him to be gone. Nobody is saying, yeah, we finna give y'all a 1st round pick for Vooch, bro.
Maybe not. But I think Vooch is our most valuable asset to trade this season,
I
this
think that's the
offseason.
most difficult player to trade.
Why you think it's difficult? I don't think it's difficult.
Bro, the
Did
man,
you
like, he gonna be able to give
how
you
many
double doubles. Me
nephew, how many
personally.
5 men that can stretch the floor and get a double double? Like you could just tally a double double before he even play each and every game. He's healthy. He's not gonna miss a lot of games.
A lot of
Bro,
teams
how
don't have it's not like when you traded for a motherfucker that old with some of those
yeah, oh,
limitations, it's difficult, bro. It's too difficult. At least in my mind, I think guys like Lonzo, especially now that you got him, you can get him for
limitations.
you could get him for 2 years, for 10 million per, and then you ain't coughing up no big money. To your logic, he gonna come right in and fit right in as a backup point guard. Hell, could even start a couple games for you. He gonna stick defense, make the right basketball plays, and hit the three. Nikola Vucevic, he gonna come in and give you 18 and 10, but that blow by is gonna be redonkulous. Draymond Green gonna choke him out. You know he like choking out foreigners. They
I,
gonna
I,
be on Vooch ass and go to state.
I'm very disappointed in you, nephew. Like
How?
we trying to sell this nigga. Like you trying to
I'm
keep
just
him. Like
saying right now,
we trying
where
to
we
sell him.
currently stand, the Chicago Bulls should be be doing their due diligence with everybody on the team
And
except
not with
Montes
every,
Buzelis.
not with everybody on the team. Like
I'm
look,
saying,
like not with everybody on the team. Like
okay,
like
that's but you get the point.
I get the point, but
Anybody that has a potential to not
yeah,
stick around for the next 2-3 years, we got to have a discussion.
I just think that Vooch holds a lot of value, bro. And I'm really not bullshitting right now. Like, do you understand what I just said? I said this is a five that can stretch the flow, who's healthy, he don't miss games. You can tally up a double each and every game. These don't grow on trees, bro. I'm not being facetious, bro. I'm not being fucking clever. I'm just telling you what it is, bro.
I
These
hear you.
don't grow on trees. So that's our biggest
Oh,
asset.
so they don't grow on cheese. Goofy. They don't grow on cheese. I'm just letting you know, bro. It is. I think right now he'll be the most difficult of both.
Nah, I don't think
The
it's
Bulls,
difficult.
the Bulls might have to take less for him,
So
unless they really intrigued by Jonathan Kuminga.
I'm willing to make that sacrifice, bro. I don't give a fuck,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie to you either. I'm willing to take that sacrifice too.
I don't care, bro. That shit don't scare me. Bring that shit on. It's
Because
okay.
yo, the best thing you might get out of Nikola Vucevic is 2 seconds.
What is she talking about?
I'm just saying. The best thing you might get out of Vooch is 2 seconds.
2 seconds of what, motherfucker? What's two
Two
seconds?
second round picks.
Oh, 2 second round picks.
He talking about 2 seconds of what?
You
The
get
boy,
Jonathan Kaminga.
boy,
They was flirting with the
oh, come on, man.
wait. Jonathan Kaminga and the Bulls were flirting with each other for the whole year last year, bro. Like
You
that
mean
was supposed
Vooch
to have
and the
been a deal.
Warriors?
Yeah. For Jonathan Kaminga. But the Bulls didn't want to do it for some strange reason.
You know why they ain't want to do it.
Why? Tell me.
Vooch said no, motherfucker.
No, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Hell
you talking
no.
about. But hey, interesting stuff. We gonna see how it all playing out, man. It's definitely getting closer to this. Hey, man, Hayodo Subu say my man's Matis can be Giannis. Hold on now. I ain't going that far though.
Nah, you
You
can't
gotta
go
wait
that.
to
You
see.
can't. You can't go
You
that
gotta
far.
wait to see.
Yeah,
I
but
gotta
you could
wait to
be.
see.
You could. But nephew, just a
Nope.
quick question.
See,
What? No, 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 no. This is. I ain't finna go over the edge. I'm just saying. What was everybody saying? What Montes Buzelis had to do on the off season? Everybody, from us content creators, YouTube content creators, to the national shows. What did they all say that Montes Buzelis had to do?
put on some weight.
And put on muscle, put on some weight, and that's what Ayo said he did. And then those scrimmages they got going on, all the Chicago Bulls right now, they seeing Montes in there looking like Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh my goodness. But hey, you got anything left for this episode, bro?
Hey man, we on our way to 8,000 subscribers. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Make sure to comment as well, man. We want to hear what y'all think.
On the real, let us know, man. Chop it up. Definitely some tough conversations as we get closer and closer to the draft, but it's definitely got to be some conversation we got to have, y'all. We got to have a conversation to see where we going with this whole thing. So don't go out there and throw a hit or fit. Just enjoy the conversation. It is okay to call C-Dub crazy because he tweaking.
No, I'm
Y'all
not.
know Unc be tweaking. But hey, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all always see red, and y'all already know I'm gonna catch y'all on the next. We gonna catch y'all on the next for sure.
Cognac.